I know what this calls for.
Bro, a hit from the bong.
I want to take another hit, but I don't remember how recent my last one was.
Dude, just take another hit, bro. Why are you
Yeah.
even thinking?
Yeah, if you have to
Welcome back
wonder
to the Off the Gourd podcast.
where we are off our gourd.
I forgot they made Brie Larson a Fortnite skin.
Bro, what? Captain Marvel?
Like just Brie Larson?
Captain Marvel,
Yes.
just Brie Larson.
Oh, they do have a Captain Marvel skin, but it's not Brie Larson. Hold on.
Wait, what? How do they have a Captain
do
Marvel
you
skin
have
that's
it?
not Brie Larson?
It was
He
in the
probably
Battle
does.
Pass. It was like the
has,
first skin in the Battle Pass.
has every Fortnite skin known to man.
Bro, people hate Brie Larson. Like, with a passion.
Yeah, they do. She's... I don't know. Did she... There was that controversy about her, but I thought it was, like, made up, and, like, she wasn't actually controversial.
Most stuff is made up.
There's a
People
like,
just...
some people point to her saying that, well, they like misrepresent a quote, saying that she doesn't want, she like claiming that she doesn't, that she said that she doesn't want straight white men watching her movies, which just isn't
Oh, I
true at
forgot
all.
about that.
It's like the
Yeah.
real quote was something like, someone had brought up that, like, you know, this, like, Captain Marvel had the smallest, like, white male demographic to it, and then she said something like, well, these movies aren't necessarily made for straight white males. People are like, oh, she hates men.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And it still made $1 billion.
Yeah.
It did fine. It's good. She's a good actress.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People got so up in arms about Captain Marvel for no reason.
The Marvels trailer is the most disliked MCU trailer.
Whoa, for real? I don't think I've
Yeah.
watched that yet.
It still has
Oh.
like more likes to dislikes, I'm pretty sure, but it's the most disliked trailer on or MCU trailer. It's crazy. Like people just like review bomb and like downvote and dislike bomb shit. It's crazy. What have you boys been up to since we last recorded? We're still 2 episodes behind, by the way.
Whoa.
Who even knows when this is gonna come
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
We have real weed now.
We should just like why record once a week? What if we like just recorded like whenever and just like stockpiled? As long as we don't like date them, you know.
Valid, I suppose.
A lot
but we
of
gotta make some kind
of
Half of what we
podcasts.
talk about is like relevant to what's in the pop
I know.
culture zeitgeist.
I know the like ones that haven't been uploaded yet are like so dated.
Yeah.
I think we're still talking about like the DC stuff.
Yeah. Oh well, gives it time to sit in the public consciousness, and then we reactivate it.
Yeah, we. It's a time
we
capsule for
reactivate.
listeners.
We get people talking about it.
Yeah.
All right, so a lot's happened. We have literally. Okay, so it looks like the last the topics between the last episode and this episode on our topics thing here that we write down was March 27th. That's the start
Wow.
of ones we haven't used. So
Oh, damn,
we have
it
a lot
has
to talk
been
about.
minute.
Yeah. But we did
Yeah,
see the
back.
Mario movie. Well, Ethan hasn't. But
I still need to.
Well, you watched the Mario movie yet?
Oh, I know. Shit's been going on.
bro, not enough to like just go waste like an hour and a half and go see the Mario movie.
Bro. I don't
Go
know.
see the Mario movie, bro.
My car is in dire straits, bro. And we're finally doing something about it. So that's like, yeah,
So did
it's
you
been
boys
on
like
my
the Mario
mind.
movie? Now that you've had some time to sit, it's been a couple weeks since it came out.
Yeah, it's a
It was
mid
a
movie,
dog
but a
shit
great
movie.
Mario movie.
Yeah, like I loved it, but I also don't disagree with like the negative comments about it.
Yeah,
It's just one of those movies where it's like it knows what it is. Like it's not trying to be something
That's good
crazy.
though. Would you would you say comparable to like Sonic in terms of how they covered it as a franchise?
Sonic's a better movie, but like Mario is like
Mario's a better Mario movie than Sonic is a Sonic movie, but Sonic's a better movie than the Mario movie is.
yes.
Yeah.
Like the Mario movie is it's Mario. It's yeah, there's it's Mario's gonna fight Bowser. You know, you've got like every, conceivable reference in the movie to all kinds of Mario characters and levels and games. It's like, it scratches that like fan itch, I think, better than something like Sonic does. Where Sonic's like actually trying to be a movie first. This is trying to
Yeah.
be like a Mario fan service project first and a movie second.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that Nintendo was both the cause of like its greatness and its like downfall. Like I think Nintendo kept Illumination in line, but also like Miyamoto has been on record as saying that like he doesn't care too much about story and like he's always been very protective of like Mario. Like you always hear about how like the Paper Mario franchise is like relegated to just like Toads and just like normal Toads because he won't let them like have any like care. They won't even let him like wear a hat, you know,
Damn.
and stuff like that. It's like so I wonder if like that was kind of the reason for some of the criticisms, and maybe it would be resolved because like we've talked about this like amongst ourselves before about like um where would they go for a second movie? Like how could they do it again? I think they just have to have a good story. Like if they do a movie with like a nice like you can tell it's trying to like have a story or it's trying to say something, I think people would really like it. You can do that and be like a fun Mario movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't agree with like people who are saying it's like the perfect Mario movie. I think it could have been what it was while still being more. It's fine that it wasn't, but
It could have been more. Yeah,
Damn.
really good. The
some fucked
music's
up shit
great.
in this movie.
Yeah, bro. Multiple suicides.
Ethan, do you care much for light
Yeah.
spoilers for the Mario
I do
movie?
not. Go for
I
it.
mean, most of the movie is in the trailers. Like the really the only thing that wasn't in the trailers was like the like very final act of the movie.
Damn.
Yeah, the blue shell is a sentient, Koopa, just like the rest of them. Except
What?
he
Which I
retracts
mean
into
makes
his shell,
sense.
flies, screams blue shell, and then kills himself.
I mean, the blue shell
Incredible.
in the game had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
brutal.
it had to come from somewhere, but was that like their best explanation for that? He couldn't have lived through that process.
No, it explodes, bro.
That's his whole life.
Yeah, some people that's hey, you live and die for the cause, you know. Some some
Yeah.
some Koopas are just built that way.
Different
Maybe it's
though.
not their own fault. Maybe they were, maybe magic made them that way or something. and then there was King Babam, which I don't think we really could like tell if he was there. Like it kind of cut away pretty quickly, and there was a lot of smoke, so like he could have survived, but like
He's dead as well. Ain't no way.
I think if there's one thing that I would have changed with the movie, just maybe a little more Luigi, just because I like Charlie Day, and like King Boo was at that wedding. They could have like done something to like set up a Luigi's Mansion because like in the games, King Boo just like hates Luigi. Like in Luigi's Mansion 3, he just like like his whole thing is just he's just trying to get back at Luigi because he just fucking hates Luigi because he's always messing up his shit. So like I think it would have been cool because he was at that wedding to like set up um something for like a Luigi's Mansion movie because they've been like talking about it. Not like confirmed, but like people have said they would like to see it. Like people who work on the movie. Not just like people online. That too.
That could definitely end up being a thing.
There will probably be like a Donkey Kong movie because they're doing that Donkey Kong Park at Universal,
Oh yeah.
which I don't know if I care too much for. I don't know, maybe it'd be fine.
I mean, it's Donkey Kong. I'm sure it'll be all right, entertaining.
Well,
but I don't
that was
see
like my
why they
least
chose
favorite part
Donkey
of the
Kong.
movie. It would be a spin-off of this movie, but like that was my least favorite part of the movie. Was the Donkey Kong stuff.
It was that rough.
I don't know. It just wasn't Donkey Kong really.
Well, then
Cranky
maybe
Kong's voice was kind of stupid. Like that was definitely like the worst voice in the movie. Didn't really sound like how you would think Cranky Kong would sound. Like it's not like a bad voice. Like the voice is fine. It's just like for the character it doesn't. I didn't think it worked.
Yeah, I feel most people seem to be on the same page about that.
And then
Cranky
like how you
Kong,
feel
the
about
voice that is.
how you feel about Donkey Kong just depends on how you feel about Seth Rogen's just plain old voice.
Seth Rogen is a character, bro.
Bro, he
Straight up.
loves weed.
He does, and it's incredible.
He's always making like he seems like a cool dude. He seems like he'd be
does.
chill to hang out with, but like I don't always enjoy the stuff he does, like
Yeah.
in the industry. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie he's making though looks really good, so
Yes.
I don't know, maybe I'll be wrong.
Is he like a creative force behind that, or is he just
Yeah.
acting in it? Not that
No,
acting
he-
isn't a creative force, but
No, like it's like he's like uh he was like one of the people that like create like it was like one of his ideas. Like he helped develop it.
nice.
I don't know if he likes directing it. I don't know. Directing in animated movies, I don't even know how much that, really matters. Because a lot of times it's like a studio effort. Because like I don't know. I feel like during the like marketing process of the Mario movie, I don't think we ever heard anything from like the directors or like nothing big. It was always Miyamoto and Chris Meledandri. Never like the actual directors of the movie who were the people who created Teen Titans Go.
Are y'all in a game?
Oh, you're done?
Yes, sir.
Bro, I still haven't loaded.
Are you on your Xbox?
Yeah.
Why did you? If we're playing Fortnite, why did you not just switch back to your PS5?
Might as well.
He's updated his game just to switch back to his. That's fine.
I guess I could have done the same too.
Would yours have been updated though on PS5?
Oh, probably not. But it would have taken less time.
Still,
than
yeah, the
downloading
update
whole
should have
fucking
taken
game.
less than. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on PS5
So-
right now.
Holy.
So yeah, that was the Mario movie. It was pretty good. I might see it again. I don't know.
Do you guys think it's realistic to believe that there will be a series of other Nintendo projects outside of like Mario that get this Mario movie treatment?
Yes, I think it's
Yes.
realistic, but I don't think we're gonna get a Smash Brothers movie. Not like people want.
Probably
That's
not.
one of those things where it's like that's one of the negative effects that the MCU has had on the industry, where it's like everyone just wants it to be a crossover that leads to this big thing. And it's like I don't want Illumination to make see the problem with like a Smash Bros. And I mean it doesn't have to be, but like with the way they do licensing and like character deals. I feel like all the movies would have to be made under Illumination. I mean, maybe if it's just Universal in general, it would work. But like, I feel like not all of the movies should just be like an animated movie.
Do you
Like,
want,
have, like, live action? Yeah, some series could work in live action. A
I feel like
Metroid or a,
Samus, yeah, like Metroid would work better in live action than it would as an animated movie.
and even like
I'd take an animated
Zelda
movie,
is
but I don't think we're
something-
getting a Metroid movie at all. I have
Zelda is
zero
something we could
expectations
get
for that.
both of. I think Zelda, I think we could either get live action or animated. But like
Me
something
and Ethan
like,
are both in the lobby.
do you want to leave, or do you guys want to join us in here, or do you want to go back and find another map, Sam?
What are you playing?
Just some mindless zombie killing game. So yeah, I think it's possible to get them, but I don't think we're gonna like. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like a Smash Bros. And I think they're gonna be very careful with it. I don't know. Maybe a
Oh,
Metro.
Leon and Claire and the shop.
I think that like Nintendo Nintendo knows that like there's something about Metroid because like they keep trying with it. You know,
Do they?
it's not like it. Yeah,
It's been so long.
no, it hasn't. Metroid Dread came out like last year, or like
Yeah, but up until Metroid Dread, it had been so long, and they still
And-
pushed,
and
like,
Metroid
Prime
Prime
4
just
and
got-
everything off.
yeah,
to
but
the-
Metroid Prime just got like a full remaster.
Yeah, but they
Yeah, I
haven't
think-
made a new game like that for Prime.
They're-
in
but yeah,
so
but they're
Part of the
long.
problem
making
was
one.
that there was one in development that they had to restart development on.
Yeah.
So like there
But that's
was
the
one
thing,
in the
they-
works.
They care enough about it to where like they're willing to restart development on it and use more resources. That's what I'm saying. Like just because there hasn't been one, like they are making one.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that like translates to like, oh, they'll want to make a movie out of it. I think like there's definitely it's probably like one of the best Nintendo franchises like suited for like that type of adaptation, but it's not even close to like, you know, it's a mascot for them, but it's not close to a Mario or a Zelda.
Well, no, but like
And-
maybe that's what I'm saying. Like they clearly have this faith in Zelda, so like, or not Zelda, in Metroid. So like, or like they know that something's there, and like I think they really want it to catch on because like they believe in it. It seems like Nintendo believes in it, or like the creators there believe
Are-
in it.
Are you guys gonna leave your match?
Yeah, I'll leave. So like, what if they made a movie? It doesn't even have to be like super, like extremely high budget. You know, you could work your way, you know, movie magic, do camera angles and whatnot. make stuff, hide things if you gotta do it cheaper or whatever. But maybe make a Metroid movie to get interest in the series for people who maybe haven't. Like, just make a good movie enough to where, like, just people in general will want to see it, not even knowing it's a video game movie. Just make, like, a fun sci-fi action bounty hunter movie. People love sci-fi bounty hunters.
They could never just.
I'm
make a
down,
normal
bro.
movie.
I'm totally down. I'd be the first one there, but they're not gonna do it. I refuse to let
No,
myself
they're.
like
I don't
get
think
my
they're gonna
hopes
do
up.
it. I don't think
They
they're gonna
would
do it,
never.
but like, I don't think it would be completely out of the question. I could see it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they announced it.
I think
but,
we'll
like-
maybe get like a Zelda.
I think so. They've tried it
But I don't
before.
think
Remember,
we
there
get
was
much
that
out
leak.
of those, outside of those
There
two.
was that leak about
There should be a
the like
bowl
Netflix
in that
series,
cabinet. The big one.
and then when it got leaked, it got
Should be.
canceled.
I don't think I've used them all yet.
That could have been really good because it was like an anime series. I'm pretty sure.
That's
You
the
can chill
style
out
of
on the
Zelda
couch here
needs.
if you want, or you
They
can
already
chill
have
in my
Zelda
room,
manga.
wherever.
All right.
The table, the couch, my bed.
So we like the Mario movie. What else happened?
There's also that chair in the kitchen.
Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You seem to really enjoy Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, I think like I don't know.
I
got
might.
we got more news and trailers at this Star Wars Celebration than we have at the last couple like combined. At least in terms of movie news, it was big. I've been real like. Ethan, did someone just walk by in the background of your?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't crazy.
Nah, bro, you're hallucinating. What are you talking about?
Anyways,
You should have
yeah.
said no.
No, it's been a while since we've had movie news that's not like movies being canceled that were like once promised in a tweet or whatever.
Not yet.
It feels like we got 3 new movies announced and
You
they
gotta.
happened at
You have to temper your
Celebration,
expectations with that.
Which-
Even though, like, you gotta temper them. We never know; they could get canceled.
But apparently all the announced movies that got canceled, none of them were announced on at Celebration. It turns out like
So?
apparently they were all or most of them were announced like at like investor meetings essentially like to boost Disney stock by saying, hey, yeah, we got these Marvel projects in the works. So I don't know. I maybe naively want to have more hope in these projects, and also these projects sound more interesting to me than anything that had been announced previously. I mean, there's like, I'd be hyped for a Taika Waititi Star Wars movie, but like, when I know nothing about it other than that they want him working on one, it's like hard to get hyped for that. Rogue Squadron, cool, but I didn't care that much. But like, a biblical epic about the dawn of the Jedi, like not like something where we're going further into the future with Star Wars. I didn't expect that this soon, but I'm down for it.
But with the Rey stuff,
Yeah, and
I didn't
then-
expect the whole thing of it even being Rey stuff. I didn't even think. I thought they would be too afraid to touch sequel stuff like that. Not
Yeah,
like
they did.
Mando, where it's like hinting at it.
and then a Filoniverse like culmination.
That one's
For which
100% happening.
Yeah, and will probably be a Thrawn movie. I'm hyped with those movie announcements. Also, more visions, fantastic. I really liked the Ahsoka trailer. Some cool movie projects in the works. Apparently, the show the Acolyte's looking good. I'm excited for that. Yeah,
Did get
What are we
an
playing?
ugly new logo.
I'm scrolling.
Find a Death Run.
I don't know. I'm not really hyped. That Ahsoka trailer didn't really do it for me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I was really
It kind
hyped
of
for
it,
Ahsoka when y'all explained it to me, and then that trailer was a bit of a letdown.
it kind of felt like I don't know, it feels like a fan project almost. I understand what Dave Filoni was trying to do with the orange lightsabers, but I think they just look off to me.
I was hyped to see them.
I don't know.
Same.
I think they look off with the not. I'm not against the concept of them, but I think they look off with the uh whatever the fuck the camera work is in this show with the lighting and like the flat lighting and like I don't something's off about it. Like when you compare it to like the first seasons of Mando or uh even like Andor, it doesn't feel right.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, I'm not against it. I'm gonna watch it.
I hope we get some really uncanny valley ass Luke.
That'd be fucking excellent, actually. I mean, didn't we kind of already get it once?
Yeah, it looked too good in Boba Fett though. We gotta go back to the like scary end of Rogue One Leia face. That's what I want for like an extended period of time.
I think it'd be even cooler if they just used the actors that they put those fake faces on in the first place.
I don't know.
Have you seen the actor that played Luke in Book of Boba Fett?
No, sir.
He looks like if you went to a Star Wars movie and they had a flashback of Luke and he was playing him, like with no deepfake, you wouldn't like bat an eye. You'd be like, yeah, that's Luke.
Damn.
Oh.
Because the thing is, like, yeah, we've all seen, we've all seen Mark Hamill playing Luke, when he was that age. So it's like I understand the like, oh well, Obi-Wan work or Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan works because we never saw Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan at that point in his life, so it's like you don't have a frame of reference to what he would look like. But I also think that we as humans, we also recognize that these are actors. Even as much as we can get immersed into a movie, we still like as humans recognize that they're actors, and like
I would hope so.
we can we have a frame of reference that yeah, we knew what Luke looked like when he was that age, but we also know right now that Mark Hamill is really old. So it's like you can also use that comparison. It's like, oh yeah, but I also know he's old, so it's like I'm not going to be surprised if I see a new Luke, because it's like, well, I wouldn't expect to see Mark Hamill, but then they do the deepfake stuff, and it just feels weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. To me, they could recast Luke. I wouldn't care. But also um, like deep fake shit seems to be getting better and better looking. So if
Like,
it
I
does
don't
look like
hate
it
it.
did in Book of Boba Fett consistently, I'm down with
I don't
it.
hate the idea of it, but I would much prefer just a recast.
Honestly, at this point.
Because then we're gonna get to the point where it's like there's no more. Because we're kind of at this point in like Hollywood that we haven't really been at before, where it's like I feel like Hollywood as we know it, or like the industry as we know it, started in like the late '60s and set in like early to late '70s when like blockbusters started. When you had Jaws, when you had Star Wars. You still get artsy movies and stuff like that. Not that there weren't like fun movies before, but the blockbuster age really started with like Jaws and Star Wars. Um, so like now we're getting to this point where all these actors who have been around forever and they're well known they're getting to the point where they're all old and they're going to be dying soon. And it's like they're scared to think about like making movies without these marketable actors. And it's like, well,
They'll
if we
find
deep
new
fake,
ones though.
well, that's the thing is they don't want to. That's why they're deep faking. So, like, are we going to get to a point where there's just no new actors in Hollywood because they just want to keep deep faking everyone?
No way. I don't think that will ever happen.
I think it will for the big franchises. Eventually, you get to a point where your Star Wars is too big, and it's like you can't introduce more characters because then it's just like too much to handle. Not that you can't, but like eventually it's reasonable to think that audiences there would be too much for audiences to follow along. So then it's like, well, then you stick to these characters, these popular characters, and now the franchise just revolves around Mark Hamill for the rest of time, and no new actors ever get to take on the mantle. You never get to see a new spin on something because it's always played by the same actor. You never get to see something different.
I don't think they'll let that happen.
Not every place will, but a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like the big franchises, I think will.
No, I don't even think they will.
They're already starting.
I think they will use it, but I think it will be forced to become like a tasteful use of it because people won't. I don't think people will eat that up like that.
I don't know. They've already said that like they're not going to recast like Harrison Ford as uh Indiana Jones or anything like that.
If I
So
can get
like
AI
if
generated,
they
like a movie fully made by AI, it was young Harrison Ford, but the plot's fantastic. It's just a damn good Indiana Jones movie. Give me that like capitalist dystopian movie. I don't care if it's great.
I just think that Indiana Jones should have been like James Bond. I mean, he literally was like in like his concept was James Bond. Like he was based off of James Bond. So like why not have him just played by different actors like James Bond does?
I think
Yeah.
that would be a good idea.
And it's not like, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of different, but we've had different actors play young Indy. It's not unheard of that someone else besides Harrison could play Indiana Jones. I don't know.
It's just like I just think it would just be more interesting.
It'd be a waste to see Indiana. Like, I think there's not many movies that do, especially nowadays, what like have the Indiana Jones vibe and feel, and are just those straight up adventure movies like that. So I want to see Indiana Jones for the rest of the time.
You think they're gonna make an AI one? I think they will.
Maybe eventually.
I don't know. I see it. All right, what else happened? Someone else bring up a topic.
Fortnite.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
That should look like the Battle Pass.
Yo, what level you guys at in this hobby?
Sam and I are at the same level, and I have no idea what it is.
I think Jackson's ahead of me.
74 out of 500.
Oh,
Alright, I'm at 54.
I'm at 76 out of 500. We're playing.
I've gotten to an impasse.
We're playing Fortnite obby.
Oh,
What else
What they
happened?
call it an
57.
obby.
Okay, so
What the hell does obby mean?
obstacle course. That's what they're called in like Minecraft.
Oh.
That's what they're called in like Roblox. They're called obbies. What about HBO Max? You guys hype for Max?
No.
They can fuck
Only
right
if
off with
Ruby
that.
comes with it.
For ultimate
How the
ultimate
fuck
ad
did you
free.
do that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Have
got
they
it.
clarified what that's gonna be yet?
Yeah. I do not remember. Oh wait,
what's gonna
yes,
be?
yes. It's you get 4K streaming.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's basically it kind of works the same as like Netflix's tiers. So like the 15 or the $16 a month tier is going to be 1080p 2 devices at once. But the ultimate ad free which is 20 is going to be 4K, and then I think you can also download stuff to watch offline, and you can have up to 4 devices at once.
How is 4K not the standard now?
On
They're
job.
pushing it as the standard, but then they like upsell it.
Yeah. They like
Which,
it's
of
the
course, they
premium
do.
tier, which is I don't know. What are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna pay more for the 4K version?
Yeah. Well, I am, and they're gonna have it.
How many devices do you get up at once with the premium version?
4.
Alright.
Yeah, you get 2 with the regular, or you can pay like I think it's like $10 and you get it with ads. That's like as much as Disney Plus, and Disney Plus doesn't have ads. Disney Plus
Is it
doesn't even have the
4K
like.
with ads?
No, 4K is just in. 4K
Yeah, I
is
figured
just
it
in the
wouldn't be,
ultimate.
but at least that would be compelling.
Yeah, that sounds like a bust. And they're making a new Harry Potter show. No one is excited about it, I think. And then the
I
You
am
know.
so hyped for them to like announce that Hermione is black. That's gonna go over well.
because
I can't,
J.K. Rowling is like she's gonna have like a hand on the show.
Yeah, and she said like she's kind of retconned Hermione into being black, which is like totally cool, and people should be like prepared for that. But you know, people are still gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Me.
Jackson.
They didn't even like wait to see if Percy Jackson was gonna work doing that that type of
That's what I
show.
was thinking. Like at least like make sure that one's not gonna fail.
We got to look at the Penguin show just like a little bit. He's basically just like walking around the city the whole time, being like, "I'm the Penguin."
Yeah, looks good. Looks fine.
Epic. As he should.
He's like there were like on set pictures from it where like he's just like chilling with a kid like eating an icy or something.
We're getting
It's
a
really
Dunk
weird.
and Egg show to go with House of the Dragon, and also supposedly I don't, they didn't mention it at the investor meeting, but there was the whole like Jon Snow sequel series as well. So lots of Game of Thrones in the works.
So yeah, I mean, Like, it's just weird. Why get rid of the HBO part of your name?
Yeah. Maybe
Oh,
they're trying to distance themselves from. I don't know.
speaking
They
of...
gave us a reason, bro. They said HBO is prestige television, and we're adding a bunch of dog shit onto the platform.
Yeah, that's basically what they said.
That's fucking hilarious, actually. HBO is prestige television, and we're adding dog shit. Wow.
Speaking of awful fucking streaming services, forgot about this. I was watching, so we since a lot happened since we last recorded, but like John Wick 4 came out, and so
Oh, yeah.
I had never seen the John Wick movies, so I decided to watch them, and they're all on Peacock. Unfortunately, they used to be on HBO, so I had to subscribe to Peacock. And I bought the highest tier version. I don't remember how much it is, but it was like the most expensive version. Basically, it was basically like ultimate ad free. Was like the gist of it. But then I watched John Wick, and there's still ads.
Yo.
I think like it's a movie. It says like it's a movie free for everyone. So like I think because it's a movie that's free for every tier, it just like has ads on it no matter what. And it's like that's
Damn.
bullshit. I'm
Yeah, it
paying like
is.
the biggest tier specifically so I don't have ads. And they're giving me ads. It was like there were like they weren't even long ads. They were like 15-second ads. But it was just like there were like 6 of them throughout the movie, and they just like always broke up the scenes. Like you get hyped for something, and then you get an ad for like something stupid.
Damn.
It's like, why am I paying for this if I'm still gonna get the ads? But I'm watching House now, so the no ads is still useful. There's no ads on that one at least.
Back on
So,
that house grind. God damn.
Bro, back on the house, girl. It's fire. And when I'm really high and I'm watching it, like I like be thinking about like anything that's like ever been wrong with me, like I don't know, like maybe like I don't know, I hurt myself or something, like I hit my head, or like I don't know, maybe I like scraped or like cut myself or something, and now I'm like thinking like, oh man, what if this thing that happened to me, what if like that ends up being something like super serious, because it's like the whole thing in the show is like
Something
crazy.
small turns into something crazy.
Well, it's just like unknown diseases that are like that like no one's ever heard of and no one knows the cause of, and it's like, what if that just happens to me? And then I just started thinking like, man, I could get cancer just randomly. Like I could just be chilling, I just get cancer out of nowhere. Like imagine that, bro.
It could happen.
And that's so sad. That's a tragedy.
And you don't even got St. Jude's.
Bro, you could be perfectly healthy and you could just have a brain aneurysm and just die.
That's what happens to Scott Pilgrim's mom.
Yeah.
Like that's terrifying. Any second, you could just have a brain aneurysm. Dead. Gone.
Brain aneurysm.
I had a computer teacher in junior high that died of a brain aneurysm.
I'm gonna fucking scream.
Hell.
Yeah, I simply wouldn't.
How the
So yeah,
fuck?
fuck Peacock. But they got House. It's pretty good. If you got it, you should watch it. What else we got? What did you mean about the monetization of daily life? Ethan.
Like
Don't get this
everything,
man started.
everything we do, you have to pay money to do, bro. I swear to God. Unless it's like go
Yeah,
to a park or some shit. It's fucking crazy, you
bro,
know?
they're gonna start charging for that.
Nah, bro, you gotta
They
pay for
are.
parking.
Yeah, in some cases they fucking do, bro. And it's just like capitalism leads to that. And I just observing that, bro, like goddamn. It's tough.
I always think about like it's interesting the value we put to things.
Yeah.
Like I always hear people like I always hear customers at my work talk about like I don't know the price of eggs or something. And they'll be like, "Oh, it's so expensive," but then like I'll look and it's like maybe like $3 for a dozen at most. And it's like I mean that's
That
a
is
really
ex-
healthy that's like a healthy food that like you know it,
that is
I
expensive
feel like
for eggs though.
yeah, but like those same people would probably go around and like spend, you know, I know this is like the cliche thing that people say, but it's like, they would spend like $7 on like a Starbucks drink, you know.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. It's like how do we what like what gives us like how do we feel the value for this stuff? Why is it that you wouldn't pay something, or even more than just like regular eggs? I remember like even before like there was all the big inflation stuff, I watched like a TikTok about like just like the best eggs to get, like the healthiest eggs to get, like free range, whatever. And it was like people in the comments were like, I'm not paying this much for a carton of eggs. It's like, well, you'd pay this much for, you know, this other thing that isn't a extremely healthy, option or whatever. Or it's like, how do we decide, uh, like with video games going $70, like, what is it that makes a video game worth 60 or 70 or whatever?
I
I
mean,
think it's a
gamers
combo
kind
of
of said.
things. Like when it comes
Yeah.
to video games, I think like no one really disputes that like $70 is like no one's saying like that's outrageous. A game isn't worth $70. People know that games have gotten so much better and they've stayed at 60. So I think like the thing with that one is more so that we got so used to that $60 price that to like change it now is jarring. But when it comes to something like eggs versus Starbucks, it's it's tough because like Starbucks is something that and like really you can look at like anything like that. It's like no one wants to buy eggs like you don't want to buy gas. And so like an increase in the price of that thing, you're gonna feel more. You already don't want to be spending money on it, but you need
Yeah, but you
to.
don't
It's
have
a
to buy
necessity.
eggs.
I mean,
Eggs aren't a
it's a pretty
necessity.
essential ingredient, or like
You do
it's
use
at
eggs
least
for a lot of things.
yeah, like
I don't.
but
I don't use eggs in like, and I'm a pretty like big egg. Like I like eggs. Like I'll make like egg sandwiches or stuff like that. I'll fry up some eggs.
But like
But
eggs
like,
and gas, neither of them like even if it's like not a necessity, like they don't like there's no immediate gratification there. It's an ingredient. You're still gonna have to cook it and do this and that.
gas
Versus
is
like
different.
Starbucks is a reward. It's like or like Starbucks or anything that like you know you don't need.
Maybe
It's
I'll
just
reward myself with the nice eggs.
feel better about spending the $7 on Starbucks. 'Cause you're like, I don't know, I just really fucking want Starbucks right now. Which is like, God, I gotta get these eggs, and there's fucking $7.
Yeah. The
Nah, I
inelastic
don't know.
demand factor.
Like I'm not saying I don't agree with you, but I think I don't think it's a good thing that I agree with you. I just think it's weird how we assign value to stuff. And there's other stuff too. Like that's the only thing that like I can think of off the top of my head. But like, there's stuff that I look at like in stores all the time where it's like this price compared to this price. It's such like a weird correlation. Like, why is this thing worth this much compared to this thing? That like, you know, one's clearly better than the other. I just see stuff like that all the time. And it's like, why is this, you know?
The way it is.
Anyways,
What the fuck?
what else happened? I said nerds, but I don't remember why I wrote nerds.
It was about nerds being pandered to.
Nerds being pandered to. We were talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, I think I just said like it was a mistake to ever pander to nerds.
What did you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What did you mean by that?
How does that make you feel?
Like, because they're awful, because a lot of nerds are awful?
Yeah.
Bro, but they're making our favorite brands woke.
And thank God.
Oh, I can just skip levels.
I think maybe this was. Is this in reference to Star Wars theory? Do we want to talk about Star Wars theory?
I think we've said it before, but we'll say it again to make sure it's on the record. We hate Star Wars theory.
I think we've in the
And
past said he's like
I-
our nemesis or our nemesis the pod.
He-
The official pod stance is that we hate him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is definitely one of the. He's on the list of nemesises, of arch enemies. He doesn't know us. But if he did, we would let him know. We would not be nice. I would never try to befriend that man. So what about Star Wars theories, Sam?
Oh, just like a nerd that was pandered to, and now.
Well, the thing is, like, he's just like, I don't know, he just like is just going with whatever makes him money and makes him popular, like,
Yeah.
because
True,
every
but, like,
single
he speaks with a voice. Yeah, I think he's like a Star Wars grifter, like if that makes sense.
he is.
But
Yeah.
Every
like,
single
there's
movie,
still,
like,
there's still people he panders to that like have those opinions genuinely.
all the sequels, like, when he first saw them, every single one he talked about like how much he loved them. But then, like, when people would start talking about how much they hated him, he quickly switched his tone, and now he's like the biggest hater of the sequels.
Yeah, now they're like gonna be taken out of canon when George Lucas, marched. Like,
Bro,
leads an
he is
army
on
into
so
the-
much copium, it's insane. He's like, oh, maybe the stuff in Ahsoka is like an alternate timeline or something, or like Ahsoka's gonna go into an alternate time. Oh, he was saying the bearded guy with the orange lightsaber was gonna be Anakin, and she went into an
What?
alternate timeline where like he didn't turn into Darth Vader, or like he didn't have the armor. But it's like,
That is a
I'm pretty
stretch.
sure that the world between worlds and Rebels, like, I'm pretty sure that like the existence of that implies that there can't be like alternate universes in canon.
Yeah.
Like there's like the extended universe stuff, which like technically it would be an alternate universe, but like like it doesn't mean anything to canon. Like canon would never acknowledge that it's an alternate universe. Like it could acknowledge stuff in the EU, but it's never going to say like the EU is like an alternate universe, because in canon there can only be like one flow of time.
Yep.
He's just trying to find any way to not have the sequels be canon. It's just so. And Mandalorian season 3 is like doubling down on the sequel stuff. Are you guys enjoying Mandalorian season 3?
Yes.
Tell us about that, Jackson.
Adamant.
Good. The last episode's going to be half an hour long.
Yeah.
No way, are you serious?
That's kind of disappointing.
It's
Oh, that's
closer to
so
40
fun.
minutes. It's closer to 40, but it's still in the 30 to 40 minute range. It's like 30. I think it's like 38 minutes. But I mean, hey, they've done it before. There's been short finales before, and it's worked with Pedro Pascal. So this
True.
year,
He
So maybe
works
it'll
wonders. Fucking love Pedro Pascal.
I don't know if if the account was joking, but like I saw someone say that like Jack Black's character could be like one of the spies because like he was ex-Imperial, and like that could totally work. And I think that would be like kind of a funny twist, or not funny, but like it would be an interesting twist. It'd be funny just because it's Jack Black. But I'd be down, even though I think I still think something's up with the armor, bro. I think she's up to something.
Yeah, this seems to be the
Her or the
theory.
the dick who was part of Bo-Katan's tribe. Like that guy who's just an
yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out tonight at 3 a.m.
We also thought Paz was going to be an antagonistic force somehow.
Yeah, no, he died.
Oh yeah, so spoilers for season 3 of Mandalorian.
I don't think if you haven't watched it now, by the time this episode comes out,
Yeah.
This will be out in September.
season 4 will have been out by now. So yeah, that happened. What else happened? It's been so long. Like stuff has to have happened. I gotta stop doing this obby and look at the look at the nerds. What's the
Bro,
real-time
I'm just
translator?
now halfway
bro?
through. Oh my god. Why is
Real-time
this course so long?
I'm at
real-time
213.
translator, Jackson.
Oh, yeah, I started thinking about how, like, future tech is, like... Have you ever, like, thought about, like, how, like, cool future tech would be designed, like, right now?
It is.
Like, how we could do it?
It is being designed like that right now, bro.
Yeah. I just started thinking about how, like, whenever there's, like, a game in space and, like, you're going around to, like, a bunch of different, like, alien planets, there's usually, like, a reason that, like, everyone speaks the same language, and a lot of the times it's that, like, oh, I have, like, this translator that takes in their voice and spits out, you know, English or whatever. And I started thinking about, like, oh, like, we could have that, like, really soon with, like, how good AI is getting, like, not only with voices, but also, like, translating is becoming easier. And so if you just, like, wore, like,
Okay.
something with a microphone on it and some earbuds.
So
Hey, I can
dudes
totally
gonna go
s-
to Japan when that becomes a thing.
That's a topic. That's a very topical topic. How you guys feeling about like all the like the very fast progression of AI recently?
Excellent.
You're down?
Wish
You're down
I
for
am
the
so down.
wish ChatGPT was a thing when I was in school. Like it came out just
Right?
a bit late. So
Like,
this
oh
thing
my
can write
God.
mad essays that
I wouldn't have had to.
Bro, Bro, I was also thinking about earlier today, why the fuck is it like a life and death thing if you plagiarize in college? I'm not gonna be a fucking writer. Why do you care?
I
Cause,
mean,
bro,
to be fair, you have to. It makes sense why they try to teach academic honesty and like make clear that there are penalties for doing things that are wrong. You know.
Yeah, but it's like one infraction and like you're an enemy of the state.
Yeah, it's extreme. But yeah, you know.
It's like the one thing
and now they're
they
they're
decided to
starting to
go
make
hard on in
stuff to
college.
they're starting to make stuff to detect when something is used with Chat GTP
Oh
or
man, that's
GPT.
good while it lasted.
No, yeah, they are, but apparently IU still hasn't implemented because the frat dude at my work always comes in being like, "Yeah, I got a 500 or 5,000 word essay due, but I got Chat GPT running it right now." It's just like, duh.
That's awesome.
It's just so blatant. It's crazy. Like, oh, bro.
I'd be too scared to do it.
I would too.
I mean, he goes back and he fluffs it up with some of his own work, but that, like, he has
I don't know, I'd
ChatGPT
miss
write the majority of it.
And you can be
Oh, how does-
so specific with your prompt, and this dude will like.
Yeah, no, Chat GPT is crazy. I've dabbled around with it. It is really fun. It's fun to just do like My favorite thing to do is to just like have it act out a scenario between like two random characters. Like just be like I'll be like create an interaction between Walter White and Mario as Walter White goes into the Mushroom Kingdom and they have to defeat Bowser and Gus.
The important
like-
work that Pierce is doing with ChatGPT.
And like it will be the most accurate thing you've ever read. Like you can just imagine it in your head perfectly.
And Mario said, "Wahoo!"
No, I have some. I'm gonna look right now. I wrote some down that I saved to my notes that were just so crazy. Oh, this one was Peter Griffin. I wrote one about Peter Griffin joining Fortnite. And that goes on for a long time because the story went really good. There was one where Donald Trump visits Jabba the Hutt's palace.
Oh my god.
And he goes, "Oh, this is the best." So, Bib Fortuna says, "Welcome, esteemed guest. I am Bib Fortuna, Major Domo to the illustrious Jabba the Hutt. How may I assist you?" And Trump says, "I am the greatest guest you'll ever have, believe me, and I'm here to make a deal."
How accurate.
And then Bib's like, "What deal?" And he says, "I have a proposal that will make Java the richest hut in the galaxy. You see, I have access to resources and technology that can revolutionize your operations. I get a cut of the profit, of course. And the
Oh
honor
my
of doing
God.
business with the most powerful crime lord in the galaxy.
How
Don't worry,
accurate.
Bib. I'm the master of the deal. Jabba won't be able to resist my offer." It's pretty good.
I can't believe how true to tone that is.
I just love the I'm the greatest guest you'll ever have, believe me. But yeah, it's just fun. I don't know. I like asked it to make like a Marvel and DC movie. And it like came up with a plot synopsis for a Marvel and DC crossover. And then like you could have it like cast it.
That's
I don't
sick as
know.
hell.
It's you just do fun, silly stuff. And then like I still have fun. I kind of miss and it's a lot of websites are still like this, but I kind of miss when like last year when like AI was like just starting. Like where it was like it was almost like Uncanny Valley for AI, where it was like on like the picture generating websites.
Yes.
It's like you could tell it was AI, but like you could also tell what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it's like those were always so funny. Like that's my favorite kind of AI is the ones where it's like almost there but not quite, and it's just funny. Like it's just goofy. I don't know. I think AI is good. I don't like that it's like taking artists' jobs away and stuff. That kind of sucks.
And it's gonna be weaponized, like you know it.
Yeah, it's. We're only in the beginning, but.
Should we move on to our
I'm
awards?
enjoying. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
Is it that time of the night?
Oh, I
shit.
did want to mention this just because I thought it was funny. I gaslit my cat a few weeks ago, like on accident. So like, Sydney was watching like a TikTok or something with a cat on it that was like, I don't know, it was just making cat noises, and like Mamie heard it, and like knew it was a cat. She was like walking up to Sydney and like trying to find the cat that like was making the noise, and then she started like biting Sydney.
Yo.
And then so I like took the phone away from Sydney and like put it on the other side of the bed to see if like Mamie would follow it, and she did. And then Dit was laying next to the Dit was laying on the end of the bed, and I put the phone next to him, and she like acted like Dit was the cat that was making the noise. So it's like I just made her think that Dit was doing that. Cause I put the phone next to him, and like and she just like slowly walked up to Dit and just like started hitting him.
Hitting him?
Yeah, like she just started attacking him.
Mamie does not like Dit, damn.
Well, I mean, that's besides the point, but like that was just because like she
You
thought
gaslit her.
that Dit, yeah, it was just weird. Cats' minds are interesting. I'd love to see what goes on in there.
Oh my god, that just reminded me. So I went to like a orientation like recap thing today for work, and it was like a couple hour long seminar, and at the very start of it we each had to pick a superpower, but like not a typical one. And one person said that they wanted to be able to speak to babies because they have a 2-year-old
Bro.
and they want to know what they're saying.
Well, they can speak to the baby.
Yeah. But the woman next to him was like, yeah, and babies are so smart. Like they
No,
know
she wasn't.
they know so much, and they're trying to tell us, but they can't tell us anything. They're speaking an alien language, and once they develop English, they completely forget everything. And everyone was just
What?
it's just complete silence, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Because I'm sure that's exactly what's happening.
But
Yeah.
to that point, babies like not like babies, but like toddlers who can't talk, they do be speaking like they know what they're trying to say. Like,
Yeah, at that point they're just like frustrated that they can't get their point across.
my nephew, who's like, I don't remember how old he is right now, but right now he can like talk. But like when he was like, I don't know, probably like 3, like late 3, like I don't know if he hadn't quite like started really talking yet. Like he could say like basic words, you know, but like most like stuff he said was just gibberish. But he said it with like he was trying to say, like he knew exactly what he was like in his head. He was speaking fluent English. Like you could tell because he's saying it.
I don't
He's
know,
saying it
dog.
with no, but he's saying
I
it
think
with
the homie was just
confidence.
babbling, bro.
No,
Was he speaking like Simlish?
I guess. But like, he knew what he spoke with confidence. That's the thing. So it's like I feel like he knew what he was trying to say. Because
Confident
I mean,
as
because he's old enough to. I mean, you're a toddler, so like, toddlers are in. It's not like a baby where it's like obviously babies don't fucking know anything. They're not like smart creatures speaking an alien language, but like toddlers are in the learning phase, so like they like know stuff and they can like point out their surroundings and stuff like that. But it's like when you can't like fully speak yet, it's like. I'd imagine that they know, like, what they're trying to say, but, like, they just can't say it because they don't know English.
Baby's babbling with confidence, and Pierce is like, this man's got language.
No, I'm not saying they're speaking. I'm not saying that, like, you could put a translator on them and you'd be able to know what they're saying. I'm just saying that, like, babies, like, they know what's going on, or not babies, but toddlers know, and they try to talk. Like it may not be intelligible, but they're trying. They're trying their hardest, but they do not speak an alien
he
language.
wanted the power of touch, and that he'd be able to calm people whenever he touches them.
The power of touch. Shout out the power of touch, bro.
The power within.
That's a little.
What was your power?
The power of touch.
What was your power, Jackson?
Oh, I said teleportation.
Bro,
Yo.
yes, that's my go-to answer all the time. Imagine how much money you'd save on gas. You
Just
go
imagine just like how convenient it would be.
For real.
Yeah.
You could be like, I'm gonna spend my night in Spain tonight.
And fucking do it.
Yeah. Like, bro, boys trip, we just teleport down to Florida.
Bro.
Fuck around, teleport back.
We can be there. Yeah, that's the thing. You can, like, that's the thing. You can literally anything is a possibility for, like, for bull. Like let's just say, like, bullage, For bulls, literally, like, if we could all teleport, anything would be a possibility.
Bro,
Like, literally just one. I mean, yeah. Like, just one night, we could be like, hey, yo, you guys want to go down to the beach? Like, yeah. And then we just teleport to a beach in Florida.
Let's go to the beach. Let's get away.
Like, I don't know. Like, it would be
That
crazy.
would be sick. The amount
That
of-
or just, like Superman. Like, if I had to choose something else, it'd be, like, Superman powers or something, I could
Basic
go.
bitch.
Yeah, but then... Yeah, but
That's like 4
you can
powers,
do
bro. You can't wrap it in a Superman bundle.
Yes, you can, bro. Superman did.
Yeah, but he's
He's got a point.
he didn't get his powers from the prompt, bro. You're getting your powers from the prompt.
Superman
True.
powers. Okay, well... I don't know, like... I think that, like... The ability to, like, shrink
No,
would
you
just
don't.
be, like, fun. It would just be, like,
Ant-Man looking
fun.
ass.
I feel like they're like, nah, dude. I never want to like shrink and then see a spider that's like bigger.
No,
than
bro,
me.
but imagine... Dude,
Imagine fighting it.
You shrink... No, dude, imagine
I don't
you
wanna
shrink...
fight
in
it,
a
bro.
game and I freaked out.
No, Sam, imagine shrinking down and going through your Indiana Jones Lego set, bro.
Yeah, but what if a spider showed up?
Even
Then that's just
cooler,
authentic
bro.
to the experience, bro.
Yeah.
You're getting chased by a boulder and a spider. No, then you can just grow. If you see a spider, just grow.
True. He only gave himself the ability to shrink, though.
Yeah, bro. You
Yeah,
can only get
that's
smaller.
true.
You can't
You
have the
can
ability to
only
shrink
get-
and then grow.
Okay, the ability to change size.
There you
It
go.
is.
Or, like, be invisible.
That would be a sick one.
Just, like, hide.
Dude, no, I'm just imagining making the
From who,
mistake
bro?
like you get like a genie's wish to
People,
have
I don't
one
know.
superpower.
Hide at work.
and you choose some
What, Sam?
irreversible shit. Now I'm just thinking about like if you actually did get like one wish to have a superpower, and you like didn't think that shit through, and you got like the genie's curse of like a One Direction superpower.
The ability
I
to
wish
fly,
I could fly,
but only
but you can
north.
only fly. I was thinking
can
flying,
only
but you
go
could never
faster.
stop flying.
Always have
Like
to be.
flying, but you can't land, and you can only fly really fast.
I'd be down, bro.
Honestly, if I'm always traveling at like Mach 20.
No, bro, because if I could fly really fast, I would just pull a Superman, a Christopher Reeve Superman, and just fly around the Earth super fast and spin back time, and then I could just redo the wish.
Oh, he's cracked the code.
Time travel would be sick.
Yes, but I don't
I
think
feel like
I
they'd
would
get
want it as
fucky.
a power. Yeah.
What about the power to always get high like it's your first time?
Yes.
Now we're
To be able to
Well,
go
not on the
listen to
first
Pink
time.
Floyd for the first time. God damn.
I would like the ability to relive memories. Like doesn't even have to be like going back in time, because
That was
like
my friend's answer.
That would be
'cause, like,
so sick.
messing up the space-time continuum or whatever, whatever issues there could be with going back in time. But like just going through my own life and just being able to relive it, like on VR or something.
Yeah. No, that would be
I don't
sick.
know.
It'd be emotionally overwhelming to relive my life.
Yeah, but don't you kind of want to?
Nah, I don't
See
want
what
to.
you
Not
did,
just
the
go back to like
decisions you
one ghoul,
made.
bro.
The reasons you did things, bro.
No,
Yeah, go
it'd
back
be like
to a
it'd be
bull.
addicting. I don't know, like it'd be like if I could go back and like I don't know, like relive certain memories. Like I'd want to be living in the past more than I'd want to live in the present.
That's valid.
And I want to
Yeah,
find
that's fair.
fulfillment in my present.
Yeah, but what about? Yeah, but you could go to the past.
Yeah, I'd just be going back to Bools, bro. Just redoing them. Like
going
dual
back and using
reruns.
Chat GPT on your essays.
Yes.
Honestly. Actually, though. Bring it back with you.
And then you got more time for boolage. Think about how much more you could have booled in college if you had Chat GPT.
Dude, for real. And we booled pretty heavily.
I am surprised you guys were able to function. Like, you guys were like working, hanging out, having like relationships.
I don't know how the
Doing
fuck I did it. I
school.
couldn't do that shit again.
For
I don't.
real,
I
though.
I block out that period of my life.
I don't know how
In
you
terms of
had
my
time for
day-to-day.
anything.
It was pretty crazy.
It's absolutely insane. Especially like working thirds. I mean, I guess that helps, like, because your job's not during the day, but then it's like you gotta have time to sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep took the biggest hit, probably.
How many hours of sleep did you guys typically get a night when you were working like thirds?
Something like 5.
Yeah. 4 to 5.
What did you guys, like, what was your guys' like schedule, like sleep schedule? Like, what time would you go to sleep?
That first year, I would get
8.
home, fall asleep from like 7 to noon, and then I would be up for the rest of that day until like 11 p.m.
Honestly, 7 to noon isn't even like a terrible. I don't know. I can function
Not
with like
great.
5 hours. I can function with 5 hours of sleep.
I don't know,
I-
bro.
Can't now.
I cannot.
Now
There's
I
a
need, like,
sweet
7
spot
at
for me.
least.
I always prefer getting like 8 hours of sleep, but like there is a sweet spot for me where it's like there is a point where it's like I can get a minimal amount of sleep
Like
and be fine.
I will be okay-ish on 5 hours, but my body will be well rested on 7 hours of sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the difference.
All right, ones.
I think it's time for our ones.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
My one this week, I know I've used it as a one before, but I gotta come back around to it. One Piece has been popping off lately.
I was about to say One Piece.
They
Bro, you hyped for the Netflix show?
No, still not hyped for that. However, the anime has finally gotten mostly caught up with, well, not really because they released more of the manga, but still, they're two of the part that I read through, and shit is just going off the rails. I'm so hype. So that's what's up with One Piece.
Nice.
Very nice.
Were you popcorn?
Oh, that's right. I forgot I had to do that. Popcorn Pierce.
All right. What has happened? I feel like I had a one lined up, but I don't remember. Okay,
also did.
actually, you know what? I don't remember what my one was going to be, but now it is going to be Super Mario Compact Disco. It's an album I just found that is awesome. It's from like the early 90s, and it's like classic Mario songs remixed and rapped over.
That's actually very sick.
And it goes so hard. And I had actually heard one of these songs before. Like before I'd even heard of this album, and then like I started listening to this album, and I was like, "Oh, holy shit, I know this song." Just like from my days of being a Mario fan when I was in like 5th grade. But yeah, it's Super Mario Compact Disco, specifically the 35th anniversary edition by the Ambassadors of Funk.
Yo, wait, no. Those guys are actually awesome. I've listened to quite a bit of them.
But yeah, it's a very fun album to listen to. I've been listening to it like very consistently the past couple of days since I found out about it. It's just a lot of fun. Just really good remixes of classic Mario songs with some nice 90s rap over it. It's great. Definitely worth a listen. I think I'll give it to Sam.
My one this week would be a movie I saw. Yesterday we attended a mystery movie showing, which shows a movie in advance, and the one that we got to see was Sisu, which if you haven't seen any of the previews for it, it's essentially John Wick meets Inglourious Bastards. It's a
John Wick.
John Strong.
Post World War II, the Nazis are leaving Finland and leaving havoc in their wake, and an old Finnish commander is fucked with by the Nazis, and it's a good 90-minute, good 90 minutes of kind of this old badass man killing
Nice tight 90.
Nazis in creative ways. Nice tight 90.
Nice.
Just a good old time. Pretty humorous as well. I feel like kind of dark humor, Tarantino type gore. It's definitely worth checking out. I think it's going into limited release on the 28th of April. So if you can catch it, it's definitely worth a watch, especially if you like, action films, gory action films, Tarantino type, John Wick type movies. It's good stuff. But yeah, Popcorn Jackson.
My one this week is the new Ripe album, Brightest Blues.
Really?
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I'm really loving it.
I thought it was
Hell
going to
yeah.
It's
be.
not
I thought it was going to be God of War.
God of War is also good. Bro, I'm stretching right now and it feels amazing.
Bro, I can.
Yeah. It's not the album's not what I wanted from Ripe. From Ripe. But I still loved it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I very much enjoy that album. I'm a big fan of it.
Hyped to see them in the summer.
Yeah, that'll be hype. All right. Any last words? And it's not allowed to be funny. Make it serious.
Funny joke to end the podcast on. All right.
That's it.